Ludmila met Tony Brooks in 2012. They've since gotten married, moved to Fort St. John, and had 2 kids.
So we met in Kelowna. He was working with BC Ambulance at that time, but I know he was in process to become an RCMP.
Tony's name might sound familiar to you. He made headlines last summer when he was credited with saving a man's life.
It was his night shift, so he comes home and he says, I saved a man's life.
There was a male that had an injury to his arm. About a month before, I actually just finished a tactical medic training through the RCMP. When I was there that night, there was obviously a major bleed going on. And so I was actually able to kind of dig around and find the actual artery within the arm to successfully kind of block it off with some gauze and different kind of techniques there.
The force recognized Tony for his quick thinking and bravery at a ceremony earlier this week, but he wasn't able to make it. Because away from the public eye, Constable Tony Brooks has had to exemplify a different type of bravery as he battles cancer.
Well, at first it was devastation. It was we thought of I thought of the worst because girls couldn't understand it. I thought that's it, he's dying. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with 2 girls? And the same as him, he thought, am I gonna see them growing up?
I'm currently in Prince George at the chemo center here, which unfortunately is a Monday to Friday, 5 to 6 hours hooked up. There's one of the 3 specific chemo drugs. They, after consultation with multiple, the oncologists and stuff, they believed it was better to have me here just because it's quite potentially dangerous.
We decided that I'll stay here. And
Enter the Kickin' It with Friends soccer tournament.
Each year, the Kickin' It with Friends soccer tournament looks to raise money for a member of the community in need. After a nomination and selection process, Tony Brooks and his family were chosen as this year's beneficiaries.
I have been blown away by the Fort St. John community and the surrounding areas, from businesses to people. Having support and people behind you, I guess, is a huge help.
The event takes over Surerus Fields next weekend, May 24th and 25th.
Well, the way that the tournament runs is sponsors obviously help pay for any costs and anything associated with the tournament. And then after that, every dollar that we raise goes directly to our cause. So our sponsors are able to actually directly help.
Well, he's the breadwinner of the family. I don't work because, this one is small, but the baby even smaller. Yeah. And he always been trying to work extra. But when we kind of go back to the basic salary, we try to cut back on things, but only so much you can cut back on. So all this will kind of help us to last because we just don't know what's ahead of us.
It's a done deal.
Travis Fortnum, CJDC-TV News, Fort St. John.